March was a month full of inspiration, color, and creativity, and today I'm sharing with you every page I colored during the month with my own markers and colored pencils. I'll even be sharing some special memories that inspired me to color some of these pages, and be sure to stick around until the end to see which were my favorites and which pages I totally messed up on. This turtle picture instantly makes me crave a beach day. It has me dreaming of just being by the ocean, and I'm ready to soak up the sun by the sea. The ocean water in the picture is giving me serious beach vibes, and it has me counting down the days until our next beach trip. This music shop picture takes me back to the days when music stores were all about CDs and records. Nothing digital, just pure browsing magic. And years ago, the only way to get new music was to flip through the racks of CDs and vinyl. It's back when music meant trips to a store, flipping through albums, and discovering your next favorite song on a whim. This page reminds me of memories of when me and my husband went fishing when we were younger, and things were a little simpler then. Afternoons of just sitting by the water, hoping we would catch something, but we rarely did. This picture just makes me want to jump in that boat and go off into the sunset. And the colors I chose gave it that old aged feel that would just be perfect beside the water. And I've got a serious sweet tooth, so if there's a bakery nearby, you bet it's going to catch my eye. I'm a sucker for sweets, and there's very few that I will pass up. And just picturing walking in this bakery, the smell is probably enough to knock you down as soon as you hit that door. Donuts, cakes, and cookies, you name it, I'll be your friend. But not only do I buy them, I also bake myself too. We love pizza, but me and my husband also love making our own pizza at home. We make the dough fresh and even our own homemade sauce. And it's actually more fun and it's cheaper to make. Now, if we just had our own stone oven at home, that would be even better. This is the only coloring book I have that makes me step out of my comfort zone. Sometimes it's really hard to get started in it, but once I get started, the flow comes pretty easy after that. Most of the time it reminds me of a scary movie or horror movie. And some of the creatures in this book are quite disturbing, I would say. But it definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone in coloring. And that's okay. This page sort of made me feel like a kid again. And that's because I went and bought a 32 pack of crayons. It's been quite a few years since I've used crayons. They didn't quite color well as I remembered them. But this page turned out pretty good. It was a little hard to highlight with them, but it was definitely a trip down memory lane. This is one of my favorites because I love the color choices that I picked in it. The reds in it remind me of Pizza Hut when you could actually go to the restaurant and eat inside. Now there's not many sit-down pizza restaurants that you can go to. This scene reminded me of fishing in my younger days, and it just brings up very fond memories and fun that we used to have. I like the colors that I used in it, and the shading turned out really good, and it just makes the perfect scene for a very fond memory. And it looks like the perfect place to go buy bait. This is another favorite because I love the yellow background. and is probably perfect for any person that is trying to figure out what to wear each day. This page reminded me of riding the carousel at Dollywood in my younger days. My mom took me there many summers as I was growing up. When I chose this page, I think I had all those childhood memories of what it looked like, that I couldn't pick the right colors for this page, and it really frustrated me. And the page sort of just went downhill from there for me. I wasn't enjoying picking any of the colors, and I just didn't like how that page turned out at all. And this begins my screw-ups. In my mind, when I started coloring this page, I had pictured lots of bright colors. And I messed up the page pretty early on the broom handle. I went outside of the lines, and then I tried to correct it by making the broom handle wider, and it still didn't work. I ended up getting different colors on the girl's legs, and I tried to correct it with a white marker, which didn't work. And I kept going outside of the lines on numerous things in this picture, and I finally just finished it and left it because I just wasn't enjoying that page for whatever reason. For the month of March, I colored 19 coloring book pages, and I colored from 11 different coloring books. I don't buy coloring books that often, but I thought I would share all the books that I purchased in March. I found the Worlds of Wonder book by Johanna Basford at Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance, and ended up getting it for $8.97. I ended up getting the next 4 books on eBay from the same seller, and they had a deal going where if you bought 3 books, you got 1 free. So I ended up finding 4 Coco Wyo books, and I got them for about $3.33 a piece, I think, which I was really pleased with because they hadn't even been colored in, and they were brand new. And the last book I purchased from Amazon, which is the Cozy Cuties book. I am so thrilled that I got to share every page I colored during the month of March with you today. I hope this helps inspire you on your own coloring journey to come up with new techniques and even new ways to find coloring books.